I've been missing for about 3 weeks. I promise I haven't been dead. I have just had a few little mental breakdowns, but it's all good. I'm all good now. Yeah, it's kind of not good luck for me when I promise that I'll be updating like twice a week, and I just don't post anything for 3 weeks. But I'm back now, I promise, and this month is going to be really exciting for you guys anyway. So yeah, just a little channel update. So basically, if you didn't know, my anniversary is coming up. My 1 year anniversary of this channel will be on the 25th, and I do have plans for that. So stay tuned. If you follow me on Twitter, you can get any updates from me there, because I don't have community posts yet. So on YouTube, once I get community posts, obviously I'll be able to update you there. But basically, on the 25th, I haven't got time settled yet. I'm thinking maybe either starting at 12 lunchtime or starting at 2 p.m. I will be streaming for about 8 hours on the 25th, and my streaming will be on YouTube, because there's been all that controversy about Twitch lately. I'm not going to get into it personally, because I'm not the most educated on it. I'm not exactly like a avid Twitch streamer or anything like that. But you know, a lot of people are jumping ship, and I'm following on that bandwagon. But anyway, so that's kind of like the channel update out of the way. Again, like I said, just stay tuned to my Twitter, I guess, for any updates. I upload there constantly, because it's basically a shit posting account for me now. It's great. But yeah, anyway, we need to talk about this build, because in case you haven't noticed, in the background I am doing a speed build. And okay, so backstory about the speed build, right? I have a legacy family that I play in my own time, because I just find it so much more fun, and my ring light just keeps on like spinning. Anyway, so I have a legacy family that I play in my own time, and I think I'm on, I believe it's Gen 3 now of my legacy family, which is very exciting. And in every gen, I kind of like, I'm trying to move my Sims out into a new world, and you know, just give them new houses, or maybe refurb houses. And so this is the house for the 2nd gen anyway. That's how behind I am on these speed builds. I actually have another speed build that will be coming out soon, of the house for the 3rd gen. But my 2nd gen is a kind of bougie lady, alright? So her mom wasn't exactly that rich. She was an esports gamer. Actually, if you watched my high school years like playthrough, when I played it that one time and never played it again, then that's actually the matriarch of the family. She's the 1st gen of the family. It's very exciting. But she had 2 kids anyway. Her oldest son, who turned out to be a rocket scientist, and her daughter, who ended up being, well, at this point she's in university, and she just got in a relationship with her well, okay, so there's actually a story with that relationship as well, and I promise you, I do have like a complete story for this kind of in my head. So basically, I realised that my female sim, who was supposed to be my Gen 2, didn't really have any friends. Her only friend was really her brother, and obviously you can't really have a relationship with your brother later on. He's nothing to the legacy at this point, except for the uncle that just pops around on occasion and like is a rocket scientist, I guess, which is kind of fun. But so she got invited to prom, which is really nice, considering that she had already, both her and her brother had already graduated early from high school. It's actually ridiculously easy to graduate early from high school if you like actually focus on your kids' grades when they're children. But yeah, anyway, so she got invited to like the prom before party, and so I used that opportunity to try and find my sim a rich boyfriend. So she met Bill Landgrab, yes, of the Landgrab name, because they were at the Landgrabs. Yet another reason why I decided to go there, because obviously they're at the Landgrab mansion. She could have found someone to marry there and like moved into their riches, you know. So she met Bill Landgrab anyway, and they were like flirting. They were having fun, but then Bill's uncle came home, and Bill's uncle, he's a very dashing man. He doesn't look anything like a Landgrab, and I looked at his family tree, and for some reason the family tree, Gregory, that's not his name, Jeffrey, for some reason in the family tree, Jeffrey's kind of just disappeared from there. Like, we know that there's a sim that's like the patriarch of the Landgrab line, but he's kind of just got a blank portrait. Like, somehow the game just yeeted Jeffrey out of existence, which is great. And it kind of shows, I think, that that kind of portrait for Sam, with Nancy being his mom. But Sam does not look anything like Nancy. Okay, he's a very handsome tan skinned man. He's not white basically, and that makes him better, I guess. God, roast wars here. No, so obviously he's a bit older than her, so they just strike up a friendship at that point. But then like she ages up not very long after. She just started university, and they get together, and she winds up pregnant. Well, obviously her brother was not going to kick her out of the house. Their mum had died at this point, by the way. She died of old age because she waited a bit longer to have kids anyway. And so she died when my sim was a teen. I can't even remember her name. I remember her husband's name, Sam, but I don't remember this sim's name. Anyway, so her mom had passed away and left their house to them and that, and she was pregnant. She was about to have a baby with Sam, and their house is a tiny house. Okay, if you want to see the general shape of the house, I do actually have it up on the gallery. I didn't speed build it. You haven't missed that speed build. It's a very, very tiny house. I call it the streamer's starter. And so they kind of just like, they had an addition over the years to like fit her in and that, and it's just a whole lot of things. But you can like download the streamer starter if you want. It's meant for obviously a streamer. It's a really cute house, a really cute little house. It's perfect in Del Sol Valley. But yeah, anyway, I was talking about my sim and Sam Landgrab. So yeah, so what's that noise? Sorry, I'm really sorry. That is an alarm. Anyway, so they decide to move out, and her brother, being the kind rocket scientist brother that he is, knew that he'll easily make more money because he's a rocket scientist, and you know rocket scientists have that dough apparently. So he gives them the majority of their funds, and so they decide to move out, and they use some of the land grab funds as well to buy Dead Grouse Discoveries, which is the museum in Brindleton Bay. So yeah, we kind of gentrified this museum, right? So so really this museum is a museum that was converted from an old house and has been converted back into a house, just so this one rich couple could live there. So that's great. That's great for them. And so, yeah, so that's basically how they came to have this house, I guess. It's really, I love playing legacies by myself because I can just make things up in my head instead of on the spot. I do have a legacy challenge on here that I really need to like put another episode out of, but like it wasn't proving too popular, so I kind of like, you know, put it in its box, put it away. But I think this month we are going to get another episode of my legacy challenge. So if you want to see that, I guess, go ahead. I'm calling it season 2. So it's going to be my, it was Rags to Riches legacy at first, but now season 2 is going to be Riches to Rags because we won the lottery, and I really didn't like that we won the lottery because that just made us like rich beyond our wildest dreams. And there's no struggle in that, and if there's no struggle, there's no fun, you know? So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm probably gonna record that either today or maybe tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, that's this generation of the house anyway. And I'll tell you a bit about what this generation did as well, like how they hung out, how they had fun, blah blah blah. So yeah, my matriarch of this gen, whose name I cannot remember for the life of me, she ended up going to university early, graduating university with like full honours in that. She was amazing. She had a degree in fine arts, I believe. And at that point I was kind of debating because she had a really good artistic skill, but she also was like top in violin and all that, so I was kind of debating on whether I should make her an artist or whether I should make her a musician. In the end, I did make her into the entertainer career, and she rose to the top of that very, very quickly. Meanwhile, Sam, he didn't really have that good of a high school diploma. He obviously didn't go to university, so he didn't have any of those kind of advantages in life in that, because obviously he's just the story mode sim, so he just had basic things. So he started at the very bottom of the ranks, and he entered the military because I wanted him. He looked like a military man, okay? He looks very handsome, very nice in his uniform. So you know that at first she was still at university. They just had kids, and you know, so they were raising their older daughter Mallory, and they had like him working at in the military to kind of like earn money. So for a tiny bit, they didn't have too much money. So I did actually after this go back into the build because just to like change those marble tiles in the bathroom. Not in the bathroom, sorry, in the kitchen that you can see there. Love those marble tiles, but they're extremely expensive. So I changed them to like a cheaper version of the marble tiles. By the way, I love that tiling trick that I did there. I'm like doing it in all my builds now. It's just super cute, and I don't know, I just think it looks really good. So there's that. So yeah, anyway, but then obviously she started her career. She started with a massive signing bonus. She started many levels of the career ahead and all that. And so, you know, they had a bit of a better life. But like Mallory, she kind of got to experience a bit of the struggle before obviously they had their windfall and had that luck. So she was kind of cool. She's kind of chill. She's actually she's the next gen. She's the head of the next gen. Mallory, I love her. She ended up looking exactly like her dad, which is not a bad thing in the slightest. She ended up becoming a bodybuilder as a teenager, right? She's like completely muscle bound, huge. And because she took after her dad and that. And so, and then they had a second daughter, a few years later, I guess, after Mallory grew up a bit, and they named her Violet because my sim, the matriarch of this gen, whose name I cannot remember for the life of me, her favourite colour is purple. So yeah, you might be able to see here what her name is, I guess. But I cannot remember for the life of me, to be honest. But yeah, the reason why I kind of chose this place to like renovate and that is because I actually went on a random pack generator, not a random pack generator, like a spinny wheel. I put all the names of the worlds in there, and I spun the wheel to decide where my sim was going to move. And so we ended up moving to Brindleton Bay, and I never really live in Brindleton Bay. I know a lot of people would hate me for that because it's probably one of the top worlds in The Sims, and if you want to see what my world rankings are in The Sims 4, I'll pop it in the information card above. I did kind of do a ranking recently. It didn't go as well as turn out as well as I hoped it would. So I'm hoping that I get more views. But yeah, anyway, I did the spinny bottle, and I couldn't decide on where I wanted to live. Like, because I don't know Brindleton Bay. I don't really know the area of Brindleton Bay that much. And so I decided to not live in the area of Brindleton Bay. I decided to live on the island that's off the coast of Brindleton Bay, where the Dead Grass Discoveries Museum is. So kind of like, Mallory grew up as kind of like a wild child anyway, you know. She grew up just exploring the island. She has a love of cats. She has her own pet cat now whose name is Shadow, even though it's a ginger cat. When she still lived at home in the Dead Grass Discoveries place, she had a cat named Mr. Business, and he was a Sphinx cat. I think he's a pre-made like stray cat, because you get a lot of stray animals here and a lot of the stray ghosts as well. And Sam is an animal lover himself, so you know, like, she kind of inherited that from him. She really inherited a lot from her mum, let's just say, anyway. So yeah, I don't know, I think this is probably one of my favourite gens to play, like little storylines to play, and it kind of does make me sad that like that generation's over now, because for a while there was that tiny bit of struggle there, like trying to make ends meet while one's in university and one's just started out in the military and things like that. They had this lovely house because of a windfall from their wealthy parents. Very lucky. I wish it was them. That's called trickle down economics, bitch. I wish it was them, but I'm not. Oh, I've been doing so well. I just swore for like the first time today. I feel really bad now. But yeah, and as you can see, this is kind of a quick speed build compared to some of the other speed builds I have. Like, some of them are like 40-something minutes long. This is like 20-something minutes long. I barely cut anything out. Just a bit where I was like grabbing some furniture from the old place to put in this place so I could, like, you know, carry things on, because everything's stuck with the brother because he still lived in the original house. Very rude, but anyway, I digress. I don't even know where I'm wearing these headphones, if I'm being honest. I just know I'm wearing them because I can't hear anything anyway, because it's just a speed build. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Give me 2 secs. But yeah, I suppose I should talk a bit about like why I kind of dropped off the face of the planet. Like I said earlier, I did have a tiny bit of a mental breakdown, just a wee bit, and I might still be going through them quite a bit. My head is not been feeling very good. I had at least a week of that was completely out with my head, and then because I'd gotten out of that, I've actually had really bad anxiety about like recording again. Hence why I've done a speed build now, because it's easy for me. I really enjoy recording speed builds and that, and to prepare for a speed build, I can just you know, play in my own time and just build things up and that. But yeah, I do feel really bad about like missing out, but I do promise to be here for twice a week, for this entire month of October. And again, like I said, streaming on October 25th. Oh my god, am I American now? October 25th. I'm streaming on the 25th of October. I will be playing The Sims probably for the entire stream because this is what my channel's about. And it's also going to be kind of a Halloweeny stream as well, very slightly. By Halloweeny, I just mean I'm going to be dressing up, because I like Halloween. What basic bitch doesn't? I'm a bit of a witchy girl myself. Not gonna lie. Diamond, that's her name. My Sim's name is Diamond. Thank you. Yeah. So this you can see me like playing around with it a bit, and that's because I've started play testing as I build now. I'm trying to get into the habit of that because a lot of the time it frustrates me after like I've built something and I try to play in it and I can't play in it because I accidentally you know, put objects in a place where like you can't move there and that. So, you know, that's why I'm trying to play test, especially in houses for like my gens and that. But yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about now. I really can't. And to be honest, if I'm being honest, those bathrooms are really weird because they can kind of like use the objects in them, but they always like go to the toilet in one, then go to the sink in the other, and then go to the shower in the other, and like go all around like that. It's just a weird house, but I think it's really cute. So again, like it will be on the download if you want to gallery it. I'm just gonna stick with that now. I'll be on the download if you want to gallery it. I can't talk today. How do you talk? How does one talk? Okay. Yes. So her name was Diamond because her mom, which was Michaela with several Y's, named her son McKellen, for starters, with several Y's. And then I was kind of like trying to think of another trashy name because she just had a very trashy name anyway, and she was kind of a tiny bit of a trashy sim. And I was like, you know what, her name's Diamond. And then she married a land grab. She was Diamond Land Grab, and I think that was just fucking perfect. But at least her kids, Mallory and Violet, they had nice, normal, cute names. So here we go. Also, I realised when I was building this that I'll never be good enough to build a lot like Dead Grass Discoveries in The Sims. It's very weird. Oh my god, my voiceover is everywhere today. I'm really sorry. Yeah, but my channel still managed to grow a bit while I was off for that 3 weeks, so that's really interesting. Not a bit. I only gained like 5 subscribers in like the past 3 weeks or whatever, which yeah, I think it's not too bad considering I haven't been posting. I'm gonna just add it in here in the video because I really am kind of desperate to get a few more subscribers, just because I want to get to 500 by New Year's, but I want to make it earlier so I can prove myself wrong. And I just, yeah, 500 subscribers would be great because that means I get a community tab, which means I can update all of you whenever like anything changes in schedule and that, because obviously on my Twitter, but a lot of people probably don't want to follow my Twitter, especially because on my Twitter I have a habit of shit posting constantly, and I barely post about The Sims. It's just about shit posting mostly. And so, you know, and like if I have a community tab and that, I can also start posting polls and that, and I really enjoy posting polls and like getting people's opinions on things. I like having people's opinions like dictate what I do in my builds, but every time like I ask people to like comment something they want to see me do next or whatever, they never do, and it makes me a bit sad. But yeah, so if you want to leave a like and subscribe to the channel after this video, that would be absolutely amazing, and also check out some of my other videos. That would be great. I also kind of looked through some of my old videos the other day, mostly my first 2 videos, and first of all I watched my first ever video, which was the first episode of my my legacy challenge, and I was adorable. Okay. I found myself adorable. It's probably a bit big-headed of me to like find myself adorable, but I think I was. You know, like I just sounded so cute and so quiet and so shy. It's just weird looking back, and I got tempted to just delete it, you know, like just delete my video, because it was just so embarrassing. But you know, it's a piece of history. I gotta keep my history there, you know. And then I watched the first speed build I did, which was the second video I ever posted on my channel, which I did a random generator to kind of like give me a prompt for the build, and I swear it was alright when I posted it. I swear. I mean, it's been about a year now, but I swear it was fine when I posted it, except apparently there isn't any audio, but I didn't use any music in it either, so it wasn't like it was DMCA'd or whatever. Like, it wasn't like it was copyright claimed, and even if it was copyright claimed, they would just say that they couldn't monetize it, which, I mean, that doesn't really affect me in the slightest at the moment, considering I'm not monetized because I don't have 1,000 subs yet. So yeah, it's just a bit weird. It's just a tiny bit weird, you know. So yeah, so that's basically my life. My life has been weird, man. I swear I took a week off for holiday, and I thought that would make me so happy and amazing and feel great. But it's just kind of made me worse, if I'm being honest. So I think what I need to start doing is stressing myself out again constantly by just like working constantly and making myself do things, you know. That seems like a good life strategy right there. Overwork myself. Here we are. So yeah, it's a bit weird, and I don't know, I think I just kind of fell out of love with like playing games at that time as well. I've actually started up my writing habit again, which is really fun. I haven't written it in a while now, and because I have like trauma when it comes to writing, let's just say. But like, I've started writing for my own joy now. It's not something anyone's ever going to see, but I just think it's really exciting. And I've also started writing a lot of haikus, and I'm actually planning on writing a book. Yeah, that's right. Your girl is already playing her YouTuber book. You know, when you get big enough that any YouTuber just starts writing like their own memoir on that. It's not really a memoir. I'm writing a collection of poems, specifically haikus, specifically awful haikus. My haiku talents are non-existent, and yeah, it's just a bit embarrassing, my haikus, but at the same time, right, I think there might be a market in there for, you know, just haikus. I'm getting them up while I talk, that's why I keep like looking up down. I'll give you a sneak peek. Let me just choose one. Okay, let's see. Let's go for my favourite one, which is, I'm planning on putting this about halfway through the book, and it says, I have to admit, I didn't work hard on this, but you still paid me. There's also, let's see, we tried to warn you, these haiku are terrible, read another book. So, you know, that's hilarious. And that first haiku I wrote, the title is called Laughing from the Mansion I Bought With Your Money. And let's see, there's also the one called I Drank 4 Coffees Today. Please, I just need to pee. Give me a toilet. Technically 7 P's are 7 syllables, so here we go. But yeah, we are coming up to the end of the video now, and there are some parts I didn't include, including that top bit. I kind of forgot about when I was recording, and I went back in later, and I made it into a home gym, and it's really cute. That's kind of like what you can get up to from there, so it's not just like an empty room or whatever. So yeah, up there, that top bit. It's a gym. It's pretty cool. But that's the end of it. I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so very much. You are the most amazing people in the world. I promise again, I will post more. I love you all so very much. And I will see you later. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.